Let's go back and talk a little bit more about about NAFTA.
Mhm.
Isn't it true that there's several parts of NAFTA that affect Canadian environmental law? That the Mexicans, when they signed NAFTA, didn't sign those parts.
Mm-hmm.
You want to just talk a little bit about the differences between way Mexico went about free trade and
Mhm.
Canada did.
Yeah. Well, I think the most significant thing is that you were able to specify certain things that you didn't want to, be involved with. In Mexico, has a national oil industry, Pemex, which is under threat right now. But they said, no, we don't want oil to be, we don't want to have our oil industry involved in this agreement. And well, Canada didn't do that, and Canada became, well, I think was seen as the natural resource base in a sense for a North American economy. And that's only was kind of expanded with the NAFTA Plus Security and Prosperity Partnership, which we'll talk about that later maybe. But anyway, so this has allowed our water and natural gas and oil and uranium to be, I guess it's going to, it increases the contamination and the pollution to the environment to have that excess mining. It means we don't have a national energy reserve now, and we have the proportionality clause, which means that whatever we've been shipping to the U.S. over the past 3 years, we have to maintain that amount of export regardless of the kinds of threats we face. So we can't cut back. We can't right now under this place royalties, increase our royalties on it, and or taxes or anything. So it's very much in need of, we feel, of renegotiation.
Well, basically, we've given it away, given authority over it away.
Yeah, and I don't think people realize that in most parts of the world, oil is nationalized. We're led to believe in this country that that we can't say much about that because it's the common way of doing things, but that's not the case. I mean, you take Norway, corporations, the oil corporations are glad to have 10% of what's going on there. So we need to, we just need to change the storyline on this and make sure that people are aware that that we can make changes. I mean, there's this tendency of Tina that came out of the Thatcher years that what she used, there is no alternative. And for some reason in North America, or particularly in Canada, we've bought that hook, line, and sinker. And what we're trying to say is there are alternatives, and we better start engaging with them, or it's going to be a little bit too late.